Good day, everyone. On behalf of American University and the School of Public Affairs, we welcome you to the 2021 Roger Jones Awards ceremony. One of our distinguished faculty members, the late Bernie Rosen, a civil service commissioner, and then with OPM, founded the Roger Jones ceremony in 1978, and it seems to get better year after year. Roger W. Jones was a United States government official that served 7 U.S. presidents over 43 years. He was Deputy Secretary of State, Deputy Director of the Office of Management and Budget, and Chairman of the Civil Service Commission. He gave speeches all during his career talking about the importance of public administration, and he stressed the need to provide professional education for public managers. A prolific writer for several decades, his writing can be found in Public Administration Review, The Bureaucrat, Personnel Administration, and the Civil Service Journal. Since 1978, the Roger W. Jones Award has annually recognized federal career executives of the senior executive service who demonstrated superior leadership in achieving their agency's mission and developing future managers. In line with the values of the Key Executive Leadership Program, this prestigious award is reserved for those who demonstrate a commitment not only to mission success, but to building and growing those whom they lead. Before we get too far down the road, I just want to say thank you to the Roger Jones Selection Committee, the members of the Key Alumni Advisory Board, and the Key Diversity and Inclusion Council, who poured through some very competitive nominations to come up with our winners today. Thank you for all your time and commitment to making this happen. And thanks to the Key program, the Key team especially, who do their magic better than anyone, especially Lamont, Nate, Jennifer, who are now behind the scenes right now like astronauts with all kinds of technical gadgets, making this event work for us. You know, it seems like leading is growing more complex every day. Pandemic, post-pandemic, almost, the Great Resignation, and more. We need leaders that care, leaders that drive change, and leaders that can create the leaders of tomorrow. We have the most talented, diverse, educated, and committed workforce of any government anywhere in the world. And our winners tonight are the best of the best. In order to be selected for this award, nominees have to demonstrate selfless commitment, dignity, humility, tenaciousness, and vision. And we have some really tremendous leaders with us here today, servants of our nation, people who are part of our government, delivering civilization to us every day, friends of our government, all doing amazing things to effectively serve our nation. We have leaders from the public, nonprofit, and private sectors, along with faculty, coaches, and staff from the School of Public Affairs and the Key Executive Leadership Program, all here for the same reason, and that's to say thank you. To our nominators, you do what great leaders do. You recognize the work that was being done, you understood and valued its impact, and you took the time to tell someone about it. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for you, so thank you. And of course, we have our award winners, Mary Beth, Brian, Stephen, Kenneth, the reason we're here today. We've been waiting for this moment, so let's get this show on the road.
My name is Grace Kim, and it is my honor to present this year's Roger W. Jones Award to my colleague, coworker, teacher, and friend, Steve Breen. This prestigious award is bestowed to those who are not only committed to the mission of their organization, but to individuals who inspire those they lead. Steve has embodied these very qualities and values from his humble beginnings as an entry-level claims authorizer to his current position as SSA's Regional Commissioner for the San Francisco region. Steve possesses the attributes of a great leader. He is visionary and strategic. He inspires others, and he continually strives for improvement and innovation in addressing the agency's challenges. But his legacy to SSA will be the strong, public service-minded leaders who he has developed to carry on the mission of SSA long after we all leave. Steve has mentored individuals throughout SSA, from senior executives to staff positions, and he has worked tirelessly to establish development opportunities for employees, including establishing leadership development programs for all grade levels within the San Francisco region. Steve has positively affected the lives and careers of countless individuals during his tenure, including myself. Steve often says, "Keep the main thing the main thing." I believe those simple words and perspective are responsible for his success because his focus is always on SSA's mission to serve the public and caring for its employees. On a personal level, I would like to thank Steve for being my trusted advisor and friend. While I recognize his accomplishments as a leader and colleague today, it is my friendship with him that I value the most. Please join me in congratulating this year's Roger W. Jones Award recipient, my friend, Steve Breen.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the American University for recognizing me with the Roger W. Jones Award for Executive Leadership. I also wish to thank the leadership of the Social Security Administration for extending my nomination for this award. In looking at past awardees and nominees, I am both humbled and appreciative of this recognition. I'd be remiss in not saying that in my career, as with so many others in public service, it depended on a network of dedicated career public servants. I work with an amazing leadership team at the Social Security Administration, and I view this award as not only recognizing my efforts, but their efforts as well. I'm proud to be part of this agency and the good that it does in serving the American public. I'm also thankful for the opportunities provided to me that made this award possible. Thank you very much.
I was truly honored to have the opportunity to nominate Mary Beth Patrizi for the Roger Jones Award for Executive Leadership. When I think about leadership and how to become a better leader myself, I think about several core characteristics: compassion, openness to change, and courage. Mary Beth has exemplified these characteristics throughout her sterling federal career as a leader in antitrust at both the Department of Justice and the Federal Trade Commission. But I got to benefit from Mary Beth's leadership qualities as a model at a pivotal time in my own journey as a leader, when I took over as acting chair of the FTC in January of this year. One of my first decisions was to ask Mary Beth to serve as acting director of our Bureau of Competition, essentially becoming the manager of one half of our agency and the steward of our competition mission overnight. I was new in my role, our agency was going through a directional shift, our commission was divided, and our staff had been working at a breakneck pace at home in a pandemic for many months. Mary Beth was exactly what we all needed. She helped staff navigate the transition, implemented policy shifts, pushed back when she thought I was wrong, and pushed forward when we had talked through concerns. Mary Beth was able to do this so successfully because she has a huge heart. She listened to everyone, she never gave up, and she helped those below her and above her find the best path forward time and time again. She did this difficult work with many a witty comment and always a kind word for everyone's efforts and intentions. Mary Beth is well known as a mentor to so many throughout the federal government, helping others become better at their work and building them up as leaders and future leaders. She did the same for me. Mary Beth, two agencies, the antitrust community and the public have been enriched by your leadership, and on their behalf, I want to say we are all grateful.
Thank you to the American University School of Public Affairs for this wonderful honor. And thank you to Commissioner Slaughter for nominating me and for selecting me to serve as your acting director of the Bureau of Competition during your outstanding tenure as the acting chair of the FTC. I would also like to congratulate the other honorees for their wonderful careers and their outstanding contributions. I have lots of people that I would like to thank, but I will limit this to my large extended family, who I thank for their continuous support, and to my partner Sandy Ray, who has supported me in every decision that I have made. And while I'm receiving this as an individual, I am sharing it with my colleagues at the FTC and my former colleagues at the Department of Justice, because none of the work that I have ever done and none of the work that I will continue to do could be done without their outstanding contributions. And finally, I have had the tremendous good fortune, not once, but 3 times, to be given the wonderful opportunity to work at an outstanding agency, twice at the Federal Trade Commission and once at the Department of Justice. Lots of people talk about where they work as the best place to work, but what could be better than to say the agency where you work has a mission statement that says it is to protect competition and to protect consumers. I have been truly fortunate in the career that I have had, and I want to thank you again for this wonderful honor.
Good evening. On behalf of the Department of Energy's National Nuclear Security Administration, it is an honor to recognize Mr. Kenneth B. Shealy as one of the 2021 Roger W. Jones Award recipients. For the past 32 years, Ken has taken on increasingly significant leadership responsibilities associated with improving our nation's national security and the entire globe's nuclear security. He is a champion of young leaders who are advancing the National Nuclear Security Administration's mission and who represent some of the best and brightest future leaders in government. Ken is a member of the Federal Senior Executive Service and currently serves as the Principal Deputy Associate Administrator for Safety, Infrastructure, and Operations at NNSA. In this role, Ken provides executive leadership to maintain, operate, and modernize NNSA's infrastructure in a safe and effective manner. Ken began his service at the Department of Energy in October 1989 and was appointed as a member of the SES in May 2006. Prior to his current appointment, Ken held several SES leadership positions in NNSA, including the Deputy Associate Administrator for Infrastructure and the Program Executive Officer for Infrastructure and Operations, where he was responsible for providing executive leadership to maintain, operate, and modernize NNSA's infrastructure in a safe and effective manner. That infrastructure includes more than 5,000 facilities located in 7 states, comprising over $120 billion in real property assets and a land mass roughly equivalent to the state of Delaware. He has also served as the Associate Assistant Deputy Administrator for Global Threat Reduction, where he led efforts to secure nuclear and radiological materials in the former Soviet Union and all around the world. To this day, he continuously strives to advance NNSA's mission. Ken is working through a complex budget development period for both FY23 and FY24 for the Office of Safety, Infrastructure, and Operations, which has an annual budget of roughly $2.5 billion. He is also advancing our organization's strategic priorities by implementing an improved business management system to help our organization deliver quality products and services to our stakeholders. And he's also implementing what we call Project Horizon, an initiative to build the organization of the future by empowering a high-performing, diverse workforce and creating a best-in-government workplace. This comes on top of many years of successfully reinvigorating efforts to modernize and maintain NNSA's infrastructure. Thank you to Ken for his many years of public service to this nation and for your exceptionalism and steadfast commitment to our national security.
I'm very honored to receive the Roger W. Jones Award for Executive Leadership. I'd like to thank American University for selecting me for this prestigious award. I'm humbled by the recognition and committed to living up to its high standards. Congratulations to my fellow awardees. I am in awe of your public service and leadership accomplishments. As leaders, our goal is to not create followers, it's to create more leaders. And we do this by believing we can make a difference, challenging the status quo, respecting, including, and enabling others, and leading the way by example. Thank you to my colleagues at the National Nuclear Security Administration for your outstanding service to our nation. With origins in the Manhattan Project, NNSA is responsible for protecting national security by maintaining the nuclear weapons stockpile, reducing global nuclear and radiological threats, and providing the Navy with nuclear propulsion systems. It's been my great privilege to work alongside you for more than 30 years. This award is a reflection of your efforts and teamwork. Most importantly, I want to thank my family, my wife, Kristen, my daughter, Keaton, and my son, Derek. Thank you for your love, your support, and your strength, which inspires me to strive to do the right thing for the greater good. I love you. Thank you.
It was my distinct pleasure to nominate Mr. Brian Tolan for the Roger W. Jones Award for Executive Excellence. As the Command Counsel to the Commanding General of U.S. Army Materiel Command, a four-star command where Brian serves as the Senior Legal Advisor in a massive organization with 175,000 personnel and a global footprint and mission. He is an inspiration and a role model for employees throughout AMC, and that includes being an inspiration and role model to the command's general officers and senior executives. Leadership is measured by organizational outcomes, and by every measure, Brian has enabled AMC to achieve results that serve our soldiers, our civilians, their families, and most of all, our nation. Brian's proactive approach to leadership, thoughtful mentoring, career development, and recruitment has ensured that all 12 of AMC's geographically dispersed legal offices operate as one team. As an American University certified executive coach, Brian has coached or mentored several individuals, including newly appointed senior executives. Simply said, people follow his lead. That's because he sets the highest standards while modeling an extraordinary work ethic that's balanced with a genuine concern for the welfare of his subordinates. He empowers his employees and enables them to reach their potential through training, sincere one-on-one mentoring, and by providing opportunities for growth. I have served with Brian for more than 10 years, and I can attest to the fact that he is an extraordinary leader of immense talent. I know of no one more deserving of the Roger W. Jones Award for Executive Excellence than Mr. Brian Tolan.
I want to thank the American University School of Public Affairs for this distinguished award and for being recognized along with such talented public servants and executive leaders like Kenneth, Stephen, and Mary Beth. I want to thank Ms. Leisha Adams, who nominated me for the Roger W. Jones Award. Leisha is a tremendous executive leader, and I have had the great fortune to work with her over the past decade. And her 37 years of public service is a shining example of selfless service and professional excellence. I want to recognize General Edward Daly and Lieutenant General Donnie Walker, the Commanding General and Deputy Commanding General of Army Materiel Command, for their leadership, support, and mentorship. I want to recognize and thank my many co-workers, great professionals throughout Army Materiel Command, especially the 400-plus worldwide legal staff, whose dedicated efforts support our men and women in uniform every day. My recognition today is only because of your outstanding performance and selfless dedication to the mission over many years. It continues to be an honor and privilege to serve with you. Thank you to Dr. Malone and the American University staff, who worked very hard to make this ceremony possible, and also the great help from my executive officer, Kathy Garner. Your efforts and kindness are greatly appreciated. Finally, thank you to my family, my wife, Andrea, son, Peter, daughter, Brenna, and son-in-law, Zach. I cherish your love and support, and I am grateful that both Peter and Brenna are choosing careers in public service. In the end, we all want to do something meaningful with our lives, something we can be proud of, that makes a difference and benefits the public good. Public service has afforded me that opportunity over the past 32 years, and I am grateful that I've had such good fortune and humbled to be recognized with this award today. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Vicki Wilkins, Dean of the School of Public Affairs here at American University. I just want to send out my congratulations to our Roger Jones winners this year. Stephen, Mary Beth, Ken, and Brian We're so proud of you and happy to congratulate you on years of public service and leadership. Thank you and congratulations.